America's favorite radio program, the Oxygen Hour Smile, starring your softie, Betty Haley. A moment of tears, but still remember, folks.
Smile, darn you, smile!
That's right, smile, darn you, smile. Say, who just wandered into our WEAF studio? It's none other than the wealthy industrialist, Wall Street tycoon, Oliver Warbucks. Good evening, Oliver Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Betty Healy. It's nice to be here.
Oliver Warbucks, I understand you have something to tell the folks about little Annie here.
Yes, Betty Healy, I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I will be offering a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove they are Annie's parents.
Wow! $50,000? Wow, Oliver Warbucks.
So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks' care of this station. There's $50,000 and a wonderful daughter waiting for you.
Thank you, Betty Healy. Drop page.
Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you could say oxygen.
OXYDENT.
The toothpaste of the stars make your teeth Hollywood bright. So for all the hours of Smiles family, Ronnie, Bonnie, Connie, the lovely Boylan sisters, this is your Betty Haley saying, hey, Hopeman, hey, Dapperton, you both got your style, but brother, you'll never fully trust without a smile. Your clothes make me both rumbly, they stand out a mile, but brother, you'll never fully trust without a smile.
Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe that matters.
So senator, so janitor, so Lord for a while, remember you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Ready or not, here she goes. Listen to Betty tap her smiling toes.
Ah, the lovely Boylan sisters.
Your clothes may be bow bromely, they stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed. You're never dressed without an S-M-I-L-E smile, darn ya.
This is your softie saying until next week, same time, same station. Bonsoir, buenas noches, guten nacht, buenas sera, and gosh, I almost forgot. Good night.
That matters.
Me too.
Nah.
Did I hear happiness in here?
No, Miss Hannigan.
What are you doing up?
Annie was on the radio.
Yeah, I heard it. Next thing you know, they'll be writing a musical about her. Now get to bed. A $50,000 reward. $50,000. What I couldn't do with $50,000.
Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady who runs this here orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ma'am, was you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah.
We had terrible troubles back then. We used to leave our baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
You're Annie's parents? I can't believe it. Where'd you say you come from again?
We come from a little farm in Canada where we have lots of chickens, ducks, geese, and roosters. Gotcha, sis.
Rooster? I never would have known it was you in 100 years.
Fooled you, Aggie, and we're gonna pull Warbucks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
We need your help, sis, for details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
What's in it for me?
A three-way split.
Half! Half! Half!
Okay, 25 grand each. But we gotta do it fast. Get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
The kid's the problem. What are we gonna do with her afterward?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. Get the 50 grand and blow this crummy town. Then little me will meet ya.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Easy Street, Easy Street, that's where we're gonna be.
And has so far lived up to none of his lofty campaign promises. In a nation racked by poverty, misery, and unemployment, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, Mr. President, we've had enough of your fireside chats.
Criticism. Nothing but criticism. I know.
It's awful.
My friends, I say again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Every cloud has a silver lining. You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Oliver Warbucks and French fries,
is my good friend Annie. She so wanted to meet you that I just couldn't resist bringing her along.
How do you do, President Roosevelt? How do you do, Annie? You're as lovely as you sounded on the radio. Thank you, President Roosevelt. Now, shall we begin? Oliver, since you speak for the few happy Americans who have any money left, I'd like to hear your views on the matter.
Mr. President, for the good of you, this country, Wall Street, and me, we've got to get my factories back open and the workers back to work.
According to my latest figures, there are now 15 million Americans out of work, and nearly 50 million Americans with no visible means of support.
Mr. President, unemployment is not our worst problem. The dispatches from Germany are becoming worse and worse each year. There could be more.
Germany cries. People are starving in this country.
Harold, I know that. For the long run.
Cordell, for people who are starving, there is no long run.
The trouble is it's all happening at once. The stock market has taken another nosedive.
Sit down. Strikes, riots, floods, dust storms.
And the FBI still hasn't caught Dillinger. Well, at least we're all agreed on one thing. The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
Oh.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Shh, quiet little girl. Henry, what did you say, Annie? Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with the day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Harold Leakey, stand up. What? You heard me. Stand up. Now, Harold, sing. Sing. Yes, sing, like Annie. I just decided that if my administration is going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country. Now, sing. The sun will come out tomorrow. Louder, Harold. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Perkins.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none.
Solo for the president. When I'm stuck with that day that's gray and lonely, I just take out my chin and grin and say, my friends, everyone, Republicans too, Oliver, sing.
The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Mr. Warbucks, a telegram.
Hundreds of couples jamming street outside house, all claiming to be Annie's parents, have begun to screen them. Suggest you return to New York at once. Signed, Grace Farrell.
Hundreds of couples sleep in lizards. One of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Well, as much as I've enjoyed your company, I suspect you'd better return to New York at once.
Yes, Mr. President. If you don't mind, Annie.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Mr. President, what if we set up 100 or 1,000 federal projects? Dams, highways,
New post offices?
and put the unemployed to work building them. We could create 5 million new jobs within 6 months.
And weekly paychecks would get all those millions off the leaf and back to paying taxes.
Mr. President, the least we've got to give this country is a new outlook.
A new vision,
A new approach.
A new concept.
a new dedication, a new horizon.
A new spirit.
A new attitude.
Perkins, gentlemen, I believe you're onto something. I was like the first time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
They were all liars, Drake. I never knew that there were so many dishonest people in the island of Manhattan.
Some of them were from the Bronx, miss.
Grace, we're back.
Well, Miss Farrell?
I've spoken to thousands of people claiming to be your parents, but none of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry, Annie.
That's... Oh, gee. I was sure someone was going to be my mother and father.
Sir, this has just come by special messenger from the FBI.
Agent Gunderson has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh,
Over 90,000 were made and sold.
boy! Oh, gee.
Annie, I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents through the locket. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. You did your best. I guess if they can get along without folks, you didn't turn out so bad.
Grace,
Yes, sir.
do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Right here.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one else in the world I'd rather have for father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration, and you can have anyone in the world you would like to come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I guess I like Miss Farrell here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and, well, everybody here. Oh, and the kids.
It'll be way past their bedtime now, but I'll tell you what. Tomorrow morning we'll have everyone from the orphanage here for a big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too.
Why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last,
Together forever.
we're tying a knot.
They never can sever.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue.
I don't need anything but you. Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
Not now, that's then. They're two of a kind, the happiest hair now. Like Fred Motel, they're floating on air now. And what's the title of the dream that's just come true? I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need anything but you.
Excuse us, folks. Surely, look, it's our Annie.
Who are you? Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge's the name, Ralph Mudge. And here's the wife, Shirley.
And you're Annie Bunch.
Annie Mudge.
We've seen thousands of people claiming to be.
I'm expecting you to want proof of who we are. Here's our driver's license and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl, name, Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, October 28th, 1922, New York, New York.
October 28th, that's my birthday. Honey, Ralph, look. Annie's wearing the locket.
When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half the silver locket with her and kept the other half. It fits perfectly.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Well, we ain't got much, but we're glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard that I'm offering a certified check to $50,000 to anyone who can prove they're Annie's parents?
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember the little pig farm out in New Jersey City? With $50,000, we can afford to bring Annie upright in the country.
Do you mind if Annie stayed with us until tomorrow morning Christmas? Then you could come back to pick up Annie and the check.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie. Love.
Until tomorrow, honey, and then you'll be spend the rest of your life with us. For me, Dollface, Merry Christmas.
Well, this is
Wonderful news.
drink champagne.
Yes, sir.
We must celebrate because we've just heard the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie!
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
I have the strangest feeling, sir, that Ralph Mudge is not who he says he is.
Then I won't give her up until we're certain.
But how?
I'll find a way. I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he is a Democrat.
Silly to cry, nothing to fear. Bet you where they lived as nice as right here. Bet you my life is gonna be swell. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. And maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me. And how I was almost his baby. Maybe. Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks, Miss Farrell.
Merry Christmas, Annie. You're up early.
You're up early too.
We've been up all night, dear. FBI men coming and going. And Annie, did you know President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Really? Mr. President?
Merry Christmas, Mr. President. Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. He succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But, Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago. So you made him an orphan after all.
You all right, Annie?
Yes, because I know they loved me, and they would have come back to me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but nobody knew about the locket except us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan!
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Hi, kids. Hi, Annie.
Ah, Miss Hannigan, it's so nice to finally meet you.
Same here, and I know you anywhere.
Miss Hannigan, let me introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell. This is the President of the United States. And this is my butler, Drake.
Look, kids, there's presents for all of us.
Sir, this has just come from the FBI.
Now it all fits together.
Sir, Ralph and Shirley Mudge.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas!
Well, we don't want to bother you on Christmas and all. We just come to pick up Annie and the chick.
Ah, yes, of course, the check. $50,000 certified.
Certified. Paid to the order of... The jig is up!
Yes, the jig is up, Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as
Rooster Hannigan,
also known as Ralph Smudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Lewis, turn them over. Yes, sir.
And I believe you'll find that this woman is their accomplice.
I never seen these people till yesterday. Oh, come off it, Aggie.
Annie, tell him how good and nice I always was to you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan. But remember the one thing you always told me. Never tell a lie.
Rat!
Listen, kids, Miss Hannigan is gone. For good. Yay!
And you won't have to work anymore.
Yay! Yes, girls, are you impressed for all of us? This Christmas is the beginning of a wonderful new life. A new deal. Hey, I rather like that. A new deal.
So do I, Franklin. A new deal. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Just thinking about tomorrow. Clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow. Still there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I stick on my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow. Study gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day
Thank you all so much for coming to our production of Annie. Please wait for your children to change in the gym. They'll meet you in the lobby. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.